Have you ever paused to ponder how our essential services like water, gas, and electricity manage to reach our homes, schools, and workplaces? It's a fascinating process, a symphony of civil engineering and strategic planning that takes place beneath our feet. Imagine a network of veins, not in the human body, but spread out under the surface of the earth. These veins are trenches, narrow and often deep, that crisscross our cities and towns, countryside, and even under rivers. Dug meticulously along roadsides or within construction sites, these trenches serve as conduits for the lifeblood of modern society, our utilities. The process of digging these trenches is no mean feat. It requires careful planning, precision, and a deep understanding of the ground conditions. Engineers first survey the ground using advanced techniques like ground-penetrating radar to map out the subsurface. This helps them to avoid existing infrastructure and natural obstacles like rocks or water bodies. Once the path is clear, the digging begins. Heavy machinery like excavators and trenchers carve out a path, breaking through the layers of soil and rock. The depth and width of the trench depend on the utility being laid. For example, water pipes may be placed deeper to avoid freezing in winter, while electricity cables are placed at a shallower depth. After the trench is dug, the infrastructure is laid. This could be pipes for water and gas, conduits for electricity, or fiber optic cables for telecommunications. Each utility has its own set of guidelines for installation. For instance, gas pipes need to be grounded to prevent static electricity, while water pipes need to be pressure tested to ensure there are no leaks. Once the infrastructure is laid and tested, the trench is filled back in, layer by layer. The soil is compacted to provide stability and prevent any future shifting that could damage the infrastructure. Finally, the surface is restored to its original state, whether that's a paved road, a grassy field, or a concrete sidewalk. So, to summarize, the process of providing essential utilities starts with a thorough ground survey. Then trenches are dug using heavy machinery, taking into account the type of utility and the ground conditions. The infrastructure is laid, tested, and then the trench is methodically filled back in and the surface restored. It's a complex process, but one that ensures the smooth delivery of our essential services, all without disrupting the hustle and bustle on the surface. That's the marvel of trenches for infrastructure, a testament to the ingenuity and meticulousness of civil engineering. So the next time you turn on the tap or switch on a light, spare a thought for the network of trenches that make it all possible.